on Metro News. Facing the future, it's about people, not possessions. The Christchurch subdivision sinking into the sand. And students tell their stories of survival. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Gracie Fea and welcome to Metro News, a local news bulletin prepared by the students of the New Zealand Broadcasting School. It's been a week when we've had the opportunity to cover one of the biggest stories we may ever encounter. Almost all our coverage tonight will be devoted to the earthquake and its aftermath. We begin with 3 reports on those who have been hit the hardest. The first group is those who have lost their homes and been forced to take refuge in welfare centres. Claire Martin with an extraordinary family.
For this family, sticking together is the most important thing.
And yeah, we just stuck together all day, didn't really go shower at other houses, we just stayed in our same clothes. At least we know where one another is and each other's safe.
A family so close and supportive that not even the shakes of Saturday's 7.1 magnitude earthquake could separate them. All 31 family members from 4 different households are bunking down together in the Addington Welfare Centre. They were moved from the Linwood Centre because their family alone occupied a third of the available space. The whānau, including 7 little babies, say they've been warm, well fed and looked after by dozens of staff members from organisations like St John, Red Cross and the Salvation Army.
And they've had things for the kids during the day. They've had preschool teachers come in and take them for games, set up DVDs.
And the support from just people in Christchurch in general, little kids bringing in presents for the children, the food that's coming in from them, and yeah.
And although the size of this whānau make them a little unique, the centres have been flat out.
We try to take people who really need help, obviously, because if we give to everyone, then people who actually do need it won't get it because we only have a limited amount of space.
For the family, returning to check on their damaged homes was devastating.
A bit sad that we had to be out, but at the end of the day, I was quite grateful that we were still alive, we weren't hurt, and house and possessions are replaceable, but lives ain't.
And that's the focus for this family, who will stay in the welfare centres until it's safe to return home. Claire Martin, Metro News.
Our second group are those who have no idea if and when their water and sewage systems will return to normal. I headed out to Kaiapoi. Destruction resembling what one Kaiapoi resident likens to a war zone. But this damage is only the surface. Major structural damage to water and sewage systems have left this street and the rest of Kaiapoi with little to take for granted.
Well, we can live in our house at the moment. We just don't have toilet facilities or shower facilities. So we've got that lovely portaloo and we're just waiting. Dormer
Construction has parked 10,000 litres of water transported from Rangiora, readily available to residents in need. And the man guarding the supply has similar problems in his own home.
The water and the sewage broke and it's gone through our house and buggered all the carpets and some of the furniture. Poor old garage is on a bit of a lead and the drive's all sunk and the water all runs back into the section now instead of running out in the street, which it used to.
Despite this, he's now helping others.
Yeah, there's been people stop here getting water, saying that they had to get out very quickly because of the sewage and the stench in their houses.
And they're not alone. Another water volunteer has similar problems.
Power's on and off. You get it and they take it off you, and I've hadn't had any. I'm still getting this as our central hub for our water supply. I'm here every day.
So you've got no water supply whatsoever?
No, I've got 2 families with me because the house got destroyed, so we've got a house full. So this is just the daily use.
Jobs these men never imagined they'd be doing.
No, it's not my new job, it's just a voluntary job, yeah, for the community.
The residents say the worst is not knowing when life will return to normal.
I think when the adrenaline was running, it was okay, but now the furniture vans have moved in and the friends and neighbours are moving out. I'm beginning to feel that it's only beginning for us, really. I don't think people outside of what's happened really understand that we're in a war zone.
And the sewerage experts can offer no quick fix.
It's unknown really until they can get pump stations up and working. and lines cleared and manholes cleared to video the lines to see what condition they are actually in.
Okay, what's the condition likely to be?
Similar to the water, I think there's going to be massive damage in the affected areas, but then the other areas that haven't been infected by liquefaction, it may be very well untouched and in good condition. So that's what we're hoping for in the good areas, and in the bad areas, well, we're just going to have to take it as we see it.
Patience seeming to be the only option in this disaster zone. Gracie Fea, Metro News. Our third group who have been hit hard are those whose new houses seem to have been built on a less than stable footing. Gina Gerbic reports from Bexley.
It was the subdivision of their dreams, situated on the wetlands in houses only 4 years old. But Saturday's earthquake turned these residents' dreams into a nightmare.
I honestly thought a truck had come through the fence and hit the house. The house was creaking so much that you could hear wood creaking, and the noise, it was so loud. I honestly thought a truck had hit it, but then it just kept on going on and on, and I thought, no, that's an earthquake.
The Bexley subdivision is one of the worst hit by the earthquake, with the once serene wetlands wreaking havoc in the residents' backyards.
And I got up, grabbed a torch, I looked out here, I could see water everywhere, and this was at 4:30 in the morning. I thought it was water, and I thought, oh no, it's all come up from the river. And then about an hour later, when it was just starting to get a wee bit lighter, I had another look with the torch, and I went, that's not water, it was the silt.
But who would have thought this relatively new subdivision would, quite literally, crack under the pressure? Residents believed they were on firm ground.
Before we moved in, they did a lot of extensive tests. You know, took core samples and things, and they seemed to think it was okay. So, yeah,
Really?
we just took their word for it. You know, yeah. Perhaps they couldn't tell. I don't know.
So do you blame anyone for this?
Oh no! It could happen anywhere, couldn't it?
The earthquake has caused most residents in Seabreeze Close to look for other accommodation, saying they are at a loss of what to do.
We're just waiting for the insurance companies to say, hey, do this or do that. Move out, we're going to knock it down, or hey, we're going to fix it. So we don't know. We just don't know.
Of course, there are always those eager to take advantage of the situation, and with reports of a robbery only a few nights after the quake, there's now a police presence.
We're just making sure that the area's crime-free and that only the people that need to be here are here.
An unfortunate series of events for the residents of Bexley, but this is not keeping them down, although some are wondering why houses were ever built here in the first place. Gina Gerbic, Metro News.
Later in the program, the building is down, but the show will go on. But first up after the break, the Mayor forecasts a boom for Christchurch.